What's up, dudes and dudettes to the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back here. How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I'm under the weather again! Why me? No! Hanging out in Team Pixel 5 because it's been a million zillion years since we actually did hang out here. Did you know that I actually constructed the Doge City for the Lunar Lancer? There was a lot of hype at the time, at least for myself personally, for the Lunar Lancer. No, that's Val's build. Where is he? Where's the build? Because the build is a person, obviously. What? This game in itself is starting to have chunk errors inside clubs? Dude, free me! Like, seriously. This was also to go with my Spooderman costume that I actually made for the Lancer. Whoop! So, while we're just kind of... This game is so broken. Like, seriously? It's ridiculous. There we go. So, while we're climbing around these buildings, I wanted to give a shout out to Chronozilla because thanks to her, we're going to be giving away 3 giant iguanas, which I call Gary, and giant Gila monsters, which I call Gary's brother. So if you want any of those, you're gonna have to like the video, be subscribed, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your username. Scarlet Inspire will respond to the winner, let you know, hey dude, you ended up winning, and then you catch either myself or Nintendo Gamer in game, and yeah, that's all there is to it. Or you can join the Discord, and then you can either just catch myself in there as well. The links will be in the description for that. But yeah, you'll have to choose if I'm a little bit all over the place today, folks. Honestly speaking, my excuse is just because I'm sick. But I really like this build, if I do say so. I would like to convert these buildings down here. These are just the normal buildings in the Tron biome, but I would like to actually make them into a fully constructed building. But if there's one thing that I have built the most in this game, it's walls. Like, just a brick wall straight up, you know? Like, look at the giant kitchen map. That was like thousands and thousands of blocks. Shout out to Kira Descent because she ended up helping me construct a lot of that, because otherwise it was gonna take me like twice as long, because that was essentially like 2 people helping, right? And then over here, if I could ever end up actually finding the time to log in, this is actually a grass trail. But the way that grass works in Trove is you actually have to have a player standing beside it in order for it to grow. The more players that are around, the faster it grows. So I wanted to go over and stand on that spot, appear online, and have a million people join in so that I can actually get this little park area to not just be Uggle's Primal Green. And also, quick note for the future, in the Tron biome, it's always dark. So I guess that's okay for what I was going for here, because it was supposed to be like a nighttime city, you know, to kind of go with Spider-Man, right? Bloop. Am I back into hub? Nope. Oh, it's Unfriendly Lions build. I actually really like this build. It's one of my favorites. The houses that he's constructed are really cool. He ended up having a part to play as well with throwing houses like this in the Pinata versus Kigurumi PvP arena. Oh my goodness gracious. But also on the side, I actually have stellar gear on almost all my classes. My Revenant, yeah, my Revenant's missing a face. And then I think, is it my pirate? Yeah, he's missing his face and his hat. And then I think my knight is missing his face and hat. Look how uggles I made him. Doesn't he look like a trooper? Like, it's like he's just trying to stay in there, but nobody likes him. But needless to say, yeah, that's very exciting that I only need 2, 4, 5 pieces of stellar gear left, and then I've got stellar on all my characters. Now, that does not mean that it's maxed out stellar, because that in itself is very tedious, because the whole way that you end up getting stellar, if you don't know, folks, if you haven't checked out my tutorials, you gotta go through a shadow arena, kill the Titan bosses, not Daughter of the Moon, all the other bosses, get yourself some Titan souls, and then you spend that on Shaper Stars, which then gives you Shaper Star keys. I don't know. The items are stupidly named. Who cares? Needless to say, it's not something that you can grind. So that's the only reason that I don't have stellar on all my characters, because, you know, up until this point, I would use my Titan souls on other things, not necessarily. Should we even go into an adventure world today? I don't think that we should. I think all we've done is go into adventure worlds. By the way, did you know that in the Everdark, you can actually find like some, I've heard that there's a penguin and there's also a unicorn that you can end up seeing. I've seen them both, but I don't know if they're still there. Also, fun fact, since the Mantle of Power update that added these stupid portals, the video effects has always been broken on the Everdark because you kind of see how the video effects is sideways. That's not intentional, because if we would plot this portal down on this axis instead of this axis, then it would end up working properly where that dark mist would be right in the center. But for some strange reason, the devs don't seem to be as OCD as a lot of their players are. It's too bad that we couldn't end up modding fixes for stuff like that. Actually, you'd be surprised how many mods end up fixing all of the broken graphical VFX and stuff. All the way, also, by the way, I wanted to show you this as well because I don't really like it. It's very, very annoying. But the proximity interaction is really, really bad for signs. I don't think the devs had the foresight to actually, not even the foresight, I don't think they play this game often enough to be able to know just how bad it is. Like, look at this sign. Normally we could look at it from right here, right? Nope, still can't look at it. Still, there we go. So we gotta go up close and personal and look up and break our neck like a freak just to see that it says go into the basement. I honestly don't even know why this sign is here because we've already got one here. But as you can see, we've got the hub kind of Christmassy theme. So I want to give a shout out to Merc and Biscuit Cat for doing that. You can wander around the area and check out all the snowman. They say a lot of dank stuff and everything like that. And then there is also a special build that Merc ended up doing, which is also very Christmassy theme, but we'll probably have to look at that in the next episode rather than today because we don't really have time. However, there are two things that I really, really wanted to look at for a very, very long time that were fan suggested to me. So let's go check them out. So this is the Club World Royal Navy. No spaces, no caps. I don't think capital letters matter at all. And this was actually designed by Toby, and his in-game name is TV Rep. And he ended up making like a chibi statue of my ninja. Isn't that so cool? Like, I really, really love it. And I love the fact that people have been, you know, getting into the ninja, you know, go ninja, go ninja, go. Once upon a time, my brother and I were gonna make Ninja Turtle costumes for the Neon Ninja, but it didn't end up working out. Either way, I love the way they did it, where it's not like where it's a chibi version, you know? It's kind of like squished in and looks really adorable. Like, I like it. You know, isn't that cool? He's actually constructed a lot of these statues around here. He was saying how that's kind of his hobby, so you can wander around the club world and check it out for yourself. Very, very cool nonetheless. And then there was also one that I needed to check out a million zillion years ago. This is the Snowers Club World. Ba-bum! I think I already looked at this in a stream, or maybe I looked at it in a Trove video, but honestly speaking, I'm not sure whether or not I scrapped that episode, because I seem to not really recollect actually seeing this in a video that was live on YouTube. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Unfortunately, I don't remember the person's name who tweeted this image at me. It was such a long time ago, and sorry that it took me so long to actually look at it, but seriously, it's absolutely awesome. I never thought that my face would actually be pixel art. That is just insane. Not to mention he's got like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shades? And that's it? Like, this guy is a pro when it comes to pixel art, let alone like a condensed down pixel version. Like, I could never do something like this where you actually make like a realistic looking drawing out of just only a couple pixels and only a couple shapes. I mean, not shakes. What is this, a milkshake? But seriously, absolutely awesome. I don't even know how he did it. Maybe he just scaled it down in a paint program and then did it in here. I don't know. But either way, that's all the time that we have for today, everybody. Thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara and stay epic.